She just hit my heart, oh. That full force, and she got me like that. I be like, baby, why you so fine? Gotta make you mine. So hard to find. Baby, like, oh, how'd you do the thing? Way that you do it, and she ain't even show nothing. She be walking around so confident, so heaven sent. I think she was meant to talk to me like, girl, you so far. Oh, girl, you rockin' like, baby, so fine. Yes, baby, girl, you knock 'em dead. She was so sublime, super fine. She was never lying, strutting in the heels or her slides. Either way, eyes on her every single day, week, year. Everyone wondering how she does it with no fear. All that confidence, was it heaven sent? Does it come within? Does it come run out? I don't know. She'll just have them running out and in. Man, they want to sin, talking deadly sin with Mrs. Lady. I don't understand why she hit them like. Girl, you knockin' me. Oh, how you do the thing you do? Baby, you knockin' me. I'm already saying. Show's on its way. You know, welcome to the Ice Turner Experience. Tonight's show is Love Through Lust. Many other things. I'm going to say a lot of things, but I'm going to connect it together. You know. Hey. You're the vibes. We look at encounters. That's what, you know, break down the acronym game. You know, it's tell me what you want from me. Gender has nothing to do with the aspect of you know, game. It's really just you know, generating anticipation that's motivational through the encounter, you know. And it's reactionary. Gamer. My round should be here momentarily. And if not, you know, we're still going to create a rather excellent show. You know, yours truly, you know, is rocking with you. You know, let me give you some thoughts for the mind. Just freestyle as always. You know, as it comes to mind. You know, and as my homie New Money said, yeah, real Macish. You know, so it's not the life that, you know, I chose, but it's the life that I'm living.
It's life that's pretty much given to me, and I just, accepted the reality. You know, some people like to believe that it's lady luck. You know, I beg to differ because luck happens by chance, whereas this thing of ours, this game, is more so an introduction. You know, is it something that you seek, or is it something that introduces you to the lifestyle? Cold as ice, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Cold as ice, but twice as nice. When you look at ice, right? Ice is solid, it's clear, and it's cold. Just like your boy. But more than a boy, it's a man amongst men, God amongst men, however you want to, tell it. But I'm just going to carry it a certain way. Another thing, what was put out here, is, is the game something vengeful? I would have to say no personally. I believe that there are, certain laws, rules, regulations, to game. And the violation of those laws is what punishes, the player in it, right? See, it's not the game that punishes; it's you that punish yourself by going against those, immutable laws, rules and regulations to how things are really set up. You know, nothing changes. People say, it changes every 10 years or whatever. Like, no, it never changes. The people in it change, right? The members change, just to highlight on a few things, it's something that's it's unwritten, but also well known, rule of thumb that one of the key things. I like that joint though. I like that record, but I'm kind of like I'm waiting for my peoples to pop up. But let's get into this though. That's what I'm saying. That's a smooth joint, but let's just kind of get into it. The title is Love Through Lust. Or, love out of lust. And lust isn't just something that's just sexual per se. It's a matter of taking, right? Craving something, seeking some type of fulfillment, from it. You can have lust for the game. You can have lust for being in the game. You can have lust for being, a heavyweight. You can actually have lust for the excitement of the results. But out of that lust, there's love. You know, you can have love for the game. You can have love for the results. You know, through the maturation. A lot of people think it's a strategy or whatever. Like it's not really a strategy. It's, you know, it's a spirit. And as you've known, me to, you know, do my 1-2, you know, what I represent. I represent the spirit of the game. I represent the conversation of the game. You know, I represent the power of the game. I represent the excellence of the game, the art of the game. That's what it really comes down to. And part of it is always, you know, positioning yourself to be in a place of strength. It means you're not subservient to anything or anyone. You're not a doormat. You're not a call boy, a do boy, a step and fetch type of dude. But a lot of people, slip into that. And, you go against the laws, the immutable laws, and you end up paying dearly, you know. Now, what people would like to talk about as far as the aspect of what it said, get it while the getting is good. It's part of the game, is getting, what you intend to get out of it while it's good, while it's hot, you know. But as for me, I know how to get $1 slow, and I know how to get a result consistently, even when things are sour. It's how you maneuver in things, right? Now, when you really get into the law of this, believe it or not, it also transcends beyond the dynamics of the interactions, inactions and actions, the male and female components. You see, this is a law that's just, inner working all throughout in all facets of life, through, from the street corners to, corporate America, like, for example, you get chosen to work, within a corporate position, right? You necessarily don't have the credentials, but see, the thing is about, being, of, what I'm talking about, and being in law of what I'm talking about, takes you a lot further than your credentials. It actually takes you a lot further than your checkbook. You you come with nothing but leave with everything. If you know what you're doing, you know how to work what you're doing. You know, and people kind of misuse that connotation with the whole, cop and blow idea. You know, or misinterpret the principle of the cop and blow. The purpose of, the cop and blow, is to prepare you for the future. And it also warns you that, no situation or relationship, whether, personal or professional, lasts forever, you know. because there's no fun forever. You know, as I said before, you know, it's just like anything that you do, right? There's going to be stagnant periods, but you got to know how to make a dollar slow. You know, I believe it even says that in the ancient scrolls in the New Testaments, right? The New Testament for men, be the New Testament for men, as I said before. Um, you got to be instant, in season and out of season. Now you can be instant, in season and out of season when you're experienced, when you've basically gone through, you know, all the ups and downs, and you've, felt every emotion of it, and you've experienced it, and you learn how to decode things in your psyche, because 90% of what this is what happens. 10% is how you respond. you know a lot of people get things misconstrued. They tell you, yeah, to govern yourself. Everybody tells you to govern yourself, but how can you govern something, or how can you control something that you don't know exactly what you're controlling, right? I urge and encourage you to examine things, even pertaining to, lust. Examine your lust. Examine why that's there. Examine the origins of that. Examine your appetite. You can have a financial lust, a sexual lust. You know, me personally, I have a thing for both, but over the years, I know how to, utilize it in, moderation. And that's only through, examining why it's there and what caused it, you know, why is it at a certain level, you know? See, you can't correct a corrector. See, a man that's self-corrected, has corrected itself, and has it under control, has already examined that. What you basically hear, the belly aching and everything like that, is men that don't have control over themselves, and they've given themselves away to their lust. You know, can't say it's love. Is it love? It's not love, because you can't love if you don't know how to love yourself. But they hope for someone to love them in a way that they don't love themselves. It doesn't work that way. Now, if we're going to deal with just dealing with women, right? It comes down to reason. Now, in regards to women dealing with you, they're going to be very practical, very frugal, very shrewd. I'm sure you've noticed that. Everything else is kind of like, it's just whatever. But with you, they're very practical. But you, on the opposite hand, it's more so in the fantasy. More so in the fantasy that this woman likes you in a way that you think she likes you. she likes you for, you know, whatever reason she has to like you. And, you know, it's your objective, or it should be your motivational force to discover, you know, why, you know, more so, you know, what is her reason? You know, what reasons it makes sense. Okay? Understand the reason, and, you know, don't get in your feels about that shit. It's a problem with, you know, a lot of, you know, guys in general getting their feels about things. You know, it's one thing to, you know, have emotions, another thing to get in your feels about things. And what they don't tell you is that, you know, a good chunk of the time, you know, the results don't necessarily, you know, pan out in a way that you would like them to pan out, but they pan out in a way, you know. And what they really don't tell you about, like, this game and anything that you do within this game, is you building yourself up, where you establish yourself. Um, you're going to take more losses than you're going to have gains, but when you gain, the wins actually supersede the losses, and then you have the experiences. Then you can articulate those experiences. Remember what I said before, how you can basically, when you hear people talk, you pay attention to the weight and the particulars, the weight of that experience, right? And the particulars. There's certain things, like if I hear a certain MC rap something, you know, about something, I know he was in it based on the weight and the particulars, because it's like, okay, I've been in that situation, so that resonated with me. Okay, so he's in it. He knows what he's talking about. You know, that's how you can tell, you know, those that really do it versus those that are more so like a Skip Bayless. They're good armchair generals. They're good, you know, analysts. They're good, you know, pen pals. They, you know, write things down with a pad and analyze what somebody else does and shit like that. You know, I offer up my life. You know, win, lose, or draw. You know, I put my dick in the dirt to let you know I'm here. You know, that's how I pretty much carry it, and that's what the game is. You know, we want to talk about the game, we want to, you know, as I said before, you know where it comes from. You know, those that are really about this game, you know, can actually represent it, you know, without saying, yeah, I'm about this game, I'm this game, man, I'm gamed out, I'm gamed it. What's going on, Polo? Around, you know, as I was talking about the habits of the game, the results, you know. And then we just talk about it just from the standpoint that where people are more familiar with the interaction between male and female, right? She's going to do anything for her survival, just like you're going to do anything for your good time. You know, you both are trying to get the most, but doing less. You come on now, you're both trying to get the most, with doing less. I mean, from your 20s up to your 40s. In your 50s, you realize, like, damn, you know. But in the meantime, in the meanwhile, this is how it goes down, right? She's going to do anything for her survival, just like you're going to do anything for a good time. but it's going to be presented in a different way. You know, women are going to be subtle, but if you're really paying attention, it's pretty obvious. And you're going to be explicit. That's if you're leading with your nuts. And, you know, what I mean by leading with your nuts is leading with your mind. Your mind is your nuts. I mean, if you've really been paying attention, like, you know, it has to have some type of direction, things you do. And it's how you carry it. Now, I don't really do all the whole dating thing or whatever like that. Like, yeah, I'm going to be dating. I'm a dater. No. But have I gone out and on dates before? Have I done that? Yeah. And I'm not literally looking at, oh, yeah, I'm going to you get a coffee. You get a coffee. And then screen shit out. Like, no. You motherfuckers, even if you vet women out properly, you know what I'm saying? You forget about the rents. Some shit, you know, can get through the wash. A lot of shit can get through the wash. And even some shit can get through the rinse. There's other things that, you know, happen with this. But, like, that's when you pick things out. But that's why, you know, me personally, I show up as like I've already seen you 100 times already. And the reason why I do that shit is because I'm shaking the tree. Now, hypothetically speaking, if I was to go on dates or whatever like that, do that, I'm gonna show up in sweatpants. I'm gonna show up with motherfucking cardigan with a chocolate stain on that shit on purpose. You know? See how you react to that. I'm gonna show up with an empty bottle of wine, right? I didn't pour this shit in a water bottle and left that at home. Because guess what? I'm gonna figure out what's going on with you. How you react to that? The game is not about saying things to impress, you know, somebody. A lot of people think it's about impressing, put on your best dress Sunday, and your best dress conversation, all that other bullshit. No. You're showing up to make shit uncomfortable. You know, I don't believe in that gray area shit. You know, I believe in black and white extremities, because if you present extremities, it's going to generate a reaction. Isn't that part of the game, dickhead? Always be playing. You generate a reaction, right? Part of the game is creating emotions. Are you the motherfucking conductor, or are you riding a roller coaster of somebody else's shit? Okay? Think about it. I create the emotions. You know, if it was a light red, I make it an intense red. If it's black, I make it a fucking pitch black. Tricorn black. Like, where's like a patent leather black? You know, I enhance the colors. The reason why I enhance the colors is because it's going to generate a reaction. Because you're not going to, yeah, I put you in a position where you can't fake it. And it's not a fucking strategy. I put people in a position where they can't be fake around me, to where they're uncomfortable. So when you're uncomfortable, the real you comes out, and you gotta make a motherfucking move. The master of communication, exactly. It's either you're the master of communication or you're the slave to it. You're either the master of what you're talking about. That means you got to know what you're talking about, know what you're doing, being the expert, or you're going to be subservient to somebody else's shit. In life, there are no friends. Let's just be real. It comes down to, you know, are you going to be the master, or are you going to be the slave? And then it comes down to reason. Reasons. What's the reason? What is your reason for doing shit? What is your reason for breathing? What is your reason for opening your fucking mouth? Have you figured that out yet? Bino? What is your reason for opening your motherfucking mouth and saying things out your mouth, right? It comes down to reasons. A lot of motherfuckers say that you just gotta just put on this outfit and just pose and be chose and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with that black exploitation, you know, shit that, you know, they said was pimping, you know, was macking and all this other shit. And I don't knock, you know what I'm saying, pimps or the pimp game. I'm not for it or against it. Kind of like Switzerland. As I said before, the hierarchy of everything. The Mac is above the pimp. Okay? The Mac actually, you know, teaches the pimp and the hustler how to earn better and how to live better. Okay? I mean, do you need an example? They're trying to learn the game. We're the masters of it. You know? These ideologies that they've communicated on here about what a Mac is, they fuck that up. You know? You notice I don't say anything about where they fuck up the whole pimp shit because I know what the pimp shit is. It's like I know what the hustling shit is. You know what I'm saying? Just like I know what the Mac shit is. You know? But, you know, not saying that you should aspire to be any of these things. What you should aspire to be is a man first, foremost. You know? Then you decide your life. But what, you know, a man is essentially is, you know, is a guidance generator. You know, in order to have guidance, right? In order to guide people, you would basically have to have mental, you know, and emotional clarity. And you have to have mental and emotional clarity coupled together in order, right, to have guidance. You have to have mental and emotional clarity in order to have resolve, in order to have a sense of peace that surpasses all understanding. You know, that's an understanding of certain things. You know, I sat back and allowed people to fuck things up, and you know, I spoke on things, and you know, was it my place? Was it not my place? It is my place because I'm here. You know, you can't correct me. But it's actually more than just what they say is a strategy. You know, it's really a way of life. You know, every time I talk, you get, you know, the impression, you know, of what, you know, a Mac essentially is. You know, I never said, oh, I'm a Mac. I'm this, I'm that. What you've always heard me say is that I'm a man. I'm going to let you tell it. See, I am exactly what you said I am. Good or bad. Because guess what? It doesn't make a motherfucking difference to me. Because I know who I am. You know? I've done numbers because I live by that law. I love that law and I die by that law. Well, how does that pertain to the lust? Right? How does that pertain to love through the lust? Because it's a lust for it, you know? And lust is something that keeps you up, you know? It's sexy. It's something that keeps you, you know, engaged and open for it. You know what I'm saying? It opens you up to be vulnerable for it. Be all the way vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing taking your clothes off, another thing being naked. You know what I'm saying? Being naked for the lust of it, man. You want it. You know what I'm saying? You want to possess it. You want to have it. You know what I'm saying? You want to lose it. Then you want to get it back again. Then you want to lose it. Then you want to get it back again. Then you want it. You think about it. You dream about it. In your dreams, you just ponder. You meditate on it. You study it. You examine yourself next to it. Then you just grow into it, and then it's beyond a feeling, it's a connection. And that connection is what creates love for it. And when you love it, you know, you stick to those vows. And those vows are the immutable laws of it. You love the law. See, to love it is to love the law, and it's not to violate it, right? You can't break the law. You can only break yourself. You can't violate the law. You can only violate yourself. So you can't perpetrate this shit. The Ice Turner experience is something you can't define, but you can only experience with me. You can only live this through me, right? You can only understand the lust of it through me, the thrill of the lust through me, and, you know, and learn to love it the way it's supposed to be loved, you know? It's more than loving the game, more than Mitch. You gotta live it like Ice, bitch ass nigga. Not saying some of you guys that's listening to me right now, you're not a bitch ass nigga, but you know what I'm talking about. But the bitch ass niggas know who the bitch ass niggas are. You know, perpetrating motherfuckers. You know. But it's the love of the game. Do you love it? You know, these motherfuckers, you know, they fucked it all up. And you got little niggas speaking on it. I mean, you got these Game Boys. But that's that internet shit. That's that, you know, motherfucking junior high sock off game. Okay? You want to learn this shit for real? You need to tune in. You need to subscribe. Listen to previous videos. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't have game without guidance, you little motherfucker. But OG is only guidance, someone that's authentic in his experiences. You know what I'm saying? When I was a young boy, I was an OG. Because I only gave guidance. So I'm the Lord of the Mac. Shit. Okay? No one has say-so over me. That's when you're a Mac. When no one can tell you what to do. See, a player can use his mouthpiece to get pussy. Right? A pimp can use his mouthpiece to get money. But a Mac can basically utilize his mouthpiece to get power, money, and pussy, right? If he chooses to, but guess what gets him the score? His presence. His presence more so. He leads with his presence, his power, his glory. He's above all that shit. That's why I don't knock the player. I don't knock the pimp. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock the motherfucking square. The square bear. You know, the wannabes. The gonna-bees. Because the Mac is already right now. Bitch. Everything that you want to learn about what a Mac is, you just need to listen to me. You need to listen to anybody else. I'm not really knocking anybody else, but nigga, when it comes to this real shit, just need to listen to me. I'm the realest nigga to ever say anything on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? People can vouch for me in every aspects. I'm not just saying that just to say that, nigga. I really earned that. But how y'all feeling out there, man? I'm gonna do a little brief intermission. I want to play this joint though, man. I played it on my little testing joint, right? Some of y'all watching the clouds just pop up, man. Even if we got little issues and shit, man. Fuck that. Right now we having a moment, man. We deal with that shit later on. I ain't tripping off of that shit. You shouldn't be tripping off of anything. Whatever we got going on, man. Just come in, just rock on. How you doing, miss? My name is L over Queens. I heard about your man, he like the late shoe with cream. Don't think about a mosquito with Donna jeans, but he slipped up. He threw his rock to a fiend. He be playing like a willy cause he dressed shit up. Never knowing that his woman is in need of love. We got Versace, gold links, stomach chains, Robots. Official hairstyle, but you stuck up in the spot. Making love, Duke is weak, then he falling asleep. You on the phone with your old peeps, dying to creep between my sheets. So what you got Chanel on your feet? Hot sex on a platter makes the mission complete. Jewels and Cristal got a Mac and funny style. He ain't watching you, he'd rather watch his money pal. Can't protect churches when it's in a glass house. Soon as he turn the corner, I'ma turn that out full blown. Flipping in the six with the chrome, yo, beads. Why you leave your honey all alone with me? Just because you blessed with cash doesn't mean your honey won't let me finesse that. You see, the moral of the story is a woman need love. The kind your so-called players never dreamed of. You got to try love, can't buy love. So if you play your hand, then it's bye-bye love. So what you got the cash flow and escrow? Damn, but your honey ran away like presto. Alakazam, man made the money, money never made the man. You still faking jacks, throwing rocks on a hand seat. You put your back down, now you need no brown rock roller. With so much ice, your cap's polar. I got a smoking beanies, modeling bikinis. Pushing your whip on the fan quick to see me. I keep it steamy, I make it burn when it's my turn. Teach a shorty all the jewels that you never learned. Don't get it twisted, getting money ain't wrong. But she wanna make love all night long, I'm gone. just to, keep in mind, when it comes to this game, man, when it comes to this guidance, when it comes to this perspective, when it comes to this masculinity, man, I'm Jesus. We're not even going to make any mistakes, okay? No confusion right here, As I said before, it is definitely, not only spiritual, but it's a byproduct of what you are, you know, you know. And I'm going to explain this to you and make it a lot easier. Okay, this is what's going to separate the pros from the cons. You know, see if you really have it, if it's really in you, right? It's actually going to look like this. If you were to measure, you know, your expertise in the game, you know, how tall would it be? I mean, if you could actually just grasp it, with your hands, how would it actually feel to you? You know, see, with a lot of you guys, you only see the results or the products of it, but not, the game in itself. A lot of you think it's, maybe, a cold mouthpiece as a result. So you're like, oh, this guy's got a game, but he got a cold mouthpiece, you know. Or you might think it's power, and influence as a result. Not really. Or, you might think it's the plethora of beautiful women as a result of it. Still not there. It's close, but, no cigar. You know. I mean, there's people, out here to say that, they have it because, maybe those certain, you know, aspects have shown up in their shit. What's going on, James Brown? But people can actually just tell you about the game. This is how a lot of people actually kind of get that shit off. We're basically just telling you just that. You know, but I would like to say more often than not, if you're a true leader, right, of it or of the game will reveal itself to you. It will be presented to you. You get these hunches, these gut feelings or these instincts, about your next move or a particular situation, particular person. If you follow your guts, it will always be your best move, as they say, right? But it's actually beyond that or beyond pulling something in. you know Now, one thing, for certain is that I can't prove physically, that I know within my heart that the game is a female, right? But just like money is a female, which is really both, they're attracted to masculinity. And that's why I teach masculinity over here. So I say you gotta be a man first, because just like that female, the game will always show you some shit that you don't understand at the moment. It's always presented to you in that way, like you don't really know. That's what females are good for. Some people don't like that aspect. women. I like that aspect because they present things to me that I might have not been familiar with, you know. But see, patience. Let patience have its perfect works. When it presents it to me, right? I'm gonna have the patience to process it. Then I'm gonna articulate, you know, my thoughts and what's presented to me. 90% of what this is what is presented to you. 10% is how you respond to it. Are you paying attention, Bino? Are you getting this thing? You know? we just vibing, man. We just talking it. You know, I'm just talking it. You know, nobody else is really talking it. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is why I say that, you know, I'm the spirit of the game, right? Because the only thing that you see, right, or the only thing that I see is the results. That's why I say it's more so at her. Mother Wisdom, you know, she can't be touched. You know, she can't be gazed upon. But you know that she exists. And the only way that she can be seen, mainly by others, is when she possesses you and works through you. And only the people that are capable of seeing it, right? Or the game in you, you little fucker, are those that are possessed by it as well. As I said a long time ago, why most guys are afraid to talk to women, right? You know, game recognizes game, and hoes do too. It's the hoes, not square broads. You don't need to pimp principles for a square world or a square broad, dickhead. All you really need is just be solid. That's all you really need to do is just be solid, be decent. How hard is it for you to be decent? It really is hard because a lot of guys are a piece of shit. Be decent. Be honest, be clear, you know, very direct. I push that. Are you getting this? You know, just like life in the game in life, it's colder than a bitch. You know, in order to recognize it, you have to recognize yourself. You know, it's that Mac Earth shit. Vibe with this shit. We running shit around here. And it was a tale by the late great Machiavelli. He said that fortune is a woman. And if you wish to keep her, you know, under, it's necessary, you know, to beat and be ill and to use I said before, use, not misuse her. And it seemed that she allows herself to be mastered by the adventurous rather than chose by those who go to work, more coldly. She is therefore always, as she is, you know, the spirit. I want that shit to play. Finally free, with no more hesitation coming from me. Listen to that bitch. Now I see the most important thing is loving me over and over through all my insecurities. It's hard to believe that you take time to love what's underneath. Baby, congratulations, you got me. I'll return the favor and unconditional care. And it's I'm forever yours. I'm head over heels over you. I'm so in love with you. Life is when I live you. I would never trade anything in the world for love. We ain't got no doubt that we are meant to be. 'Cause I've never felt so happy. And it keeps getting better and better forever's not enough for me. I'm a fool, and everybody knows it's true. I pray for the day you say I do. You're truly an angel. Heaven's prepared very well. I'm gonna play this joint, right? And I'm gonna pop it for a few more minutes. I just wanna play this shit. Fuck with it. Got some more shit for you though. It's natural. It's my niggas out. You know what I'm saying? On the other coast. I represent this shit all across the world. Bitch ass nigga. Still Snoop Dogg and D.I. Guess who's back? Still. You still doing that shit, Andre? Oh, for sure. Yeah. Check me out. It's still Dre Day, AK. Though I phone slot, can't keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage, but haters say Dre fell off. How? My last album was The Chronic. They wanna know if he still got it. They say raps change. They wanna know how I feel about it. You ain't up on pain. Dr. Dre is the name. I'm ahead of my game. Still puffin' my leaf. Still with the beats. Still not loving police. Still rock my khakis with a cuff and a crease. Still got love for the streets, reppin' 213. Still the beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change. Still, I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world. Still, hitting them counters and them lolos, girl. Still, taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the D.R.E. I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world. Still, hitting them counters and them lolos, girl. Still, taking my
my time to perfect the beat, and I still got love for the streets. It's the DR. Since the last time you heard from me, I lost some friends. Well, hell, me and Snoop, we dipping again. Kept my ear to the streets, signed Eminem. He's triple platinum, doing 50 a week. Still, I stay close to the heat, and even when I was close to defeat, I rose to my feet. My life's like a soundtrack, I wrote to the beat. Street rap like Cali weed, I smoke till I sleep. Wake up in the AM, compose a beat. I bring the fire till you're soaking in your seat.
Nice.
It's not a fluke, it's been tried, I'm the truth. Since turn out the lights from the world-class wrecking crew, I'm still at it, after mathematics. In the home of drive-bys and acmatics, swap meets, sticky green and bad traffic. I dip through, then I get through the DR. City for the gangsters all across the world. Still hitting them.
Yeah, I'm fucking with this shit too, man.
Hell yeah.
I don't know why they hit me with another joint. I ain't fucking with that. I like that joint, but that wasn't for the moment. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, it's been real. I'm gonna say something, you know what I'm saying, for the next joint. But anyways, man, you know, yours truly, you know, is what you basically see, like, as far as the game, it's just improvising. I know how to improvise in the moment. You know what I'm saying? And blessings.